Good morning, everyone. It's another beautiful day here. Yes, it is, as you can hear. I got company. Always got company. So the thought came from my heart to my mind this morning about what do we expect in our children, right? What do we see in our children? And dear me, I think always the happiest moments for me now, with my children, is when I see, oh, I didn't know that was kind of stuck with them, right? Good things, that now they emulate from their parents, right? Yes, okay. So my son, right now, he's doing really well. He's got a great job, makes a lot of money, this and that, right? Well, times weren't always like that. Yes, and repeatedly he's been telling me, said, "Mom, if you need anything, let me know. Huh? You need anything? How can I help out? This, and that." Now I'm kind of one of those moms who wants to rely as little as possible now on the riches and the success of her children. And okay, okay, there's one thing. When I get older, oh heck, they better not put me in no nursing home. I will run away. I will run away. I will be one of those elderly escapees, constantly saying, I gotta go find my way to one of my children. That's not all right here. I gotta write that. Oh, because I don't want to be in a nursing home. No, I'm still teaching my children then. You don't do that to one of your parents, especially when they've been good to you, right? Yes? Okay. So, but, there goes a couple things. The council says, down in the near future, maybe there'll be some help needed there, if you want to say, yeah. So, in any case, I saw, because I got problems with both of my knees, right? Yes, it's not surgically fixable or this or that. It's not one of those things. It happens and it just has to heal up. And when you get older, this and that. And I had a very busy lifestyle, worked a lot, was on my feet a lot, just did. Yeah, so I have to expect some wear and tear on my body now. I just do. Some people, I see a 107-year-old that's still doing what? You know, running marathons or something. Oh, well, I wouldn't be doing that now. Yeah. Okay. Amazes me, right? Yes. Okay. Well, anyway, I don't know that lifestyle that lady had. It's may have been different from mine. May have been the same. We're just differently designed a little bit physically, right? To withstand more. Okay. I saw these knee sleeves. I'm looking. It was on Facebook, right? I don't know, they'll talk about my knees or something, and Alexa and Siri said, we got to get some help for this lady. Okay, so we're showing her this. I'm looking, I'm listening to the whole thing and what they do and how they care for your knees and how they also heal your knees. Oh, wow, this sounds great. I'm looking at it and I said, man, that got to be so expensive. I'm not going to be able to afford that. On my budget, something else would be suffering then. And yeah, right. Yeah, you always put yourself. Well, that's what you do, okay? As a proper human being, you never make yourself the most important thing. If there are other things that should be more important, you have responsibility for, and that is that. Okay. In any case, doesn't mean that you don't take care of yourself. Just saying. So I'm looking at that. I'm going, okay, scroll past. I didn't take the name down off the. I'll find it again. As I say, if it's meant to be, I'll find it again. This morning I got up and I'm going, man, thinking now, I got to go. I am happily invited to spend 3 months with my grandchildren, which they're all still younger. I'm going, ooh, that's going to be really taxing on my body, this, that, and I've got to be ready for that. There come the boys back, the dogs this time. I see Gus anyway. And man, yep, I have one knee brace that I wear just about all the time right now. Have to, and I'm going, oh, that, and they look so comfortable. Those sleeves, those yeah, around your knees. I get up this morning, I'm going, I'm going to tell my son, hey, you want to get mom 2 of those so that I can walk better and be more stabilized, not have to worry about losing a knee here and there. And and I thought, oh wow, and it dawned on me on how my son is so giving. He has more now, right? Yes, he has more, and he wants to give of that. He's not squirreling it away, greedy, not letting anybody know this, that. I've got it now. I can get whatever I want. Yes. No, he's openly out to the mom. If you need anything, let me know. And in a way where he wants to, please accept my help, right? And I thought about this morning. I'm going to ask him to get me those. Huh? Yes, yeah. And no doubt. But the thing again is, I realized on how my hesitant way of, no, I don't want to take advantage of my children, this, that, now that they're all doing so well, this, that. Yet, his excitement of being able to do something for mom or the environment here, and I need to embrace that, right? Not just need to embrace it, but it suddenly dawned on me on how, oh my gosh, my son, all of my children really are like that. My son is so giving. He's so willing to share now the bounty that he has. And where does that come from? Oh, well, I'm just like that. Yes. Now I give more. Okay, the bounty of my garden and my chickens, this, that, that's what I got. My herbs, if people want it, this, that. Always at no cost. And of course now I feel like I'm just giving off my spirit, but my experiences all through life, spirit world, this, that, and still learning with it too. And it made me like this. It wasn't even about, how come I'm going to ask me. It was more the realization of, oh my gosh, I have this just wonderful child. What greater blessing could there be? Right? Yes? With that also, again, how does that translate to our heavenly parents, heavenly Father, God, right? Yes, the Creator. And I thought on how it happens where I lament over things and ask God, oh my gosh, what is the purpose of that? What's the meaning of this? How can people just be so ignorant and selfish and greedy, and power hungry and so neglect the need out there for people, for children who just want to live, at least in a safe environment, in an environment where they don't have to worry about their own parents abusing them, this, that, right? Okay. And it's like this interesting give and take that then suddenly started to happen where well, I can't really have a give and take with that. That's part of the purity of heaven. And what I have to look for in my children is always what you just experienced this morning. And reinforce that, right? That then the happiness of your past work comes out in the future. And that's what I have to do as the Creator, as God, as the heavenly parents. Ask the Heavenly Father to humankind, mankind. Oh. Oh. And else can I say, and the happiness that you bring me. The purpose of life is to bring God joy. Huh? Interesting? Okay. Maybe difficult to understand. But that hit me this morning. Now God, yes, this is really something I need for my needs. And though, well, it's like a dream somewhere, so that, I think that would really help me. That would really, because I've been thinking, how am I going to survive these 3 months with these children? Physically, right? And have as much fun and excitement and learning time with them as there can be in that time with their growsy. And I see that, and I'm suddenly realizing, but I have a willing party in my life that wants to share what they have built up, been successful at, now have available to give back as a child. Again, that's a filial child. It doesn't matter what went before. And whatever, that's what, as a parent, that is what I see. I'm being taught to see that. Because that's what, that's God's view of us. It's amazing. Anyway, so I already had this just fantastic, give and take this morning. I'm going, all right. Now, oh, he is knocked out. He's flattened. Where's the rest of you guys? Huh? That's rare that he's back first. Okay. All right, we're in Deuteronomy 25. If people fall out, they must go to court for judgment. The judges must declare the one who is right to be in the right, the one who is wrong to be in the wrong. That should make sense, but it's not like that anymore, is it? Yeah, that's an odd one. Huh? Yeah, I guess. Going back to my son, there were times where, as a parent, you're going, well, you have to just let it go, this, that. And no, you keep teaching, right? Yes? Then there were times where, hey, wait a second, that was not, when he came to court and judges, where I had to go, no, this was not the proper ruling, or this is not going to come out right because of what I'm already hearing. And I went and I said, here's the story. Now I want to know why one persecutes a young person like that for no apparent reason, and then try to find a reason so that you have a reason to what? Make money? So, as I say, again, I guess the parent comes in here, but there were also times where I had to say, son, you're going to have to suck that one up, and you're going to have to pay the consequence. Done. Right? Then we'll go from there. Yeah, see? Yes. As a parent, you need to know also what's right and wrong for your children. You support and step in when you realize, well, they can't defend themselves like there's not, I got to go and, right? Be the party who does what? Starts fighting this now. Goes and talks to other adults and says, I'm sorry, I'm going to apply to your heart to mind to do the right thing for the position that you are in. That worked every time. But then also, well, that's on your shoulders, and sadly on mine too. So we're going to get through it together. Right? Hopefully come out on the other side. All right. And then we'll work from there. So, do judges these days still know what's right and wrong? Are they really on the side of right and then rule right? And do they know what is wrong? And then, according to that, rule the wrong? Rule according to what is wrong? Or, what was I talking about before? How do the parents of these judges or whatever feel like when they see their grown children, adults, take bribes, rule according to one party or the other? Let criminals free and put innocent people in jail. I wonder how the parents of these people feel like. Surely not great. And neither does God. Sadly, he'll have to turn away from people like that, even though they are in such a high position and should know right from wrong and wrong from right. Yes? Really amazing to me how these things work out there right now. Of course, not all of them are like that. Yes? But enough of them. Enough of them. Who rule according not to the book of law when it really comes down to it, but to the book of what? Station. Likability. Especially to whom? The ones who have the power. The ones who have the money. That's absolutely wrong. There's no right there. Oh, wow, that got me going. Hello. And willing to sacrifice our children now. Wow. Okay. Wonder how that's going to go down. Yet, what does God do have? Parents like me. There you go. All right. Gotcha, Father. If the one who is in the wrong deserves a flogging, the judge must have him laid on the ground and flogged in his presence. The number of strokes proportionate to his offense. He may impose 40 strokes, but no more. Otherwise, by the infliction of more, serious injury may be caused and your brother be humiliated before you. You must not muzzle an ox when it is treading out the corn. So there too. Be appropriate when it comes to punishment. Again. Well, again, there too. One needs to know what's right and what's wrong when it comes to that. Right? Yes? Yeah. Don't make people, don't humiliate the people that you have to give punishment out to. Why not? Why not? Because then the punishment does not become a restoration process for the person who did wrong. They will not learn the lesson. They know that was not appropriate punishment. That was way over the grade, for example. And they won't learn a thing from it. Then all they do is, all that one creates is what? Anger. Anger and hatred, right? Towards the punisher. Because the punishment was not appropriate. It goes the other way now too. If there's not enough punishment, and the people literally feel like, I just got away with a crime, that's not teaching them anything either. And they have just as little regard for the people giving the punishment as they do for the ones that give too much. You see? Uneven. Again, why is it like that? As a judge, you've got to be completely neutral. You've got to know the people that you punish or rule, and you've got to know the law. What's that? The 10 Commandments? I think every judge would know, and be sensible about it. The Old Testament they would do better. The guidance would be there. From whom? And then what? Then they also become a purposeful tool for what? For the restoration of mankind. Am I wrong? Or am I right? No, just saying. You must not muzzle an ox when it is treading out the corn. Why? You'll kill that ox if you muzzle it. And anybody that knows what a muzzle causes, then go read up on it. Then you know why. Okay. The levirate law. Levirate law. I have no idea how to say that. Never heard of that word. If brothers live together and one of them dies childless, the dead man's wife may not marry a stranger outside the family. Her husband's brother must come to her and exercising his duty as brother. Make her his wife. Duty. That's his duty. Oh, sorry. You're going to have to come to me now. It's my duty to do so. It's going to be rough, but yeah. But what did we read beforehand? Not sure. Again, we got a bit of confusion going on here when it comes to all this. When you read, yeah, but those are different circumstances. Yeah, okay. I think that one could mix up those circumstances very easily. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And the first son she bears must assume the dead brother's name. By this means his name will not be obliterated from Israel. But if the man declines to take his brother's wife, she must go to the elders at the gate and say, I have no brother-in-law willing to perpetuate his brother's name in Israel. He declines to exercise his duty as brother in my favor. The elders of the town must summon the man and talk to him. If, on appearing before them, he says, I refuse to take her, then the woman to whom he owes duty as brother must go up to him in the presence of the elders, take the sandal off his foot, spit in his face, and pronounce the following words. This is what is done to the man who refuses to restore his brother's house, and his family must henceforth be known in Israel as house of the unshod. Oh, well, I guess that will not happen. That's one way to make sure, right, that who's going to want to be that? Well, why would a brother refuse his brother's wife once he has passed away? I have no idea. Don't know why that's even in there. Right? I'd say any guy goes, oh yeah, one more wife, great, or maybe by then they figured out, man, one more wife just going to create more problems, right? Even though, so what's the reason given? Okay, so I'm assuming that they assume that if the wife is childless, and the husband dies, that, it was automatically the husband's fault. So he wasn't fertile? Well, what if it's the wife? For one reason or another. Then what? Then what happens to the name of the brother? And how can anyone just be eliminated out of, because you don't have, per se, a descendant? What's then the larger family all about? The clan, this and that. Everybody's going to have a descendant, a male descendant. Every man has to have that. So again, what is this more about? Is it really about that? That doesn't make sense to me. I'd say it's more, again, what's God trying to, I've got to establish kind of this or that, or has given the direction. Again, what did we read in 24? All right, we're in 25 now? Yes. That a widow, orphans, foreigners, you make sure they're taken care of too. You don't just leave them desolate. Were people at that time living in a clan, a family clan, a tribe, already so thoughtless that I don't care if you starve to death, not my problem, my brother died. Really? I say, what kind of problems did they already have? Considering the life that they lived in Egypt, supposedly. But I said, what if? What then? They got a special ruling for that too? Go ahead and kill the wife, no good. Then what? Take another girl, that hopefully will be able to bear, and have her married, what, in spirit to the deceased brother, so that then the child that's considered. Again, there too, it won't matter, right? It's still going to be the other brother's baby. The brother fathered the child. What does it matter? Right? Which vessel he's going to use? It's still going to be, right? Okay. Well, so as I said, when it comes down to, okay, you want to continue and then have that child, then that's fraud. In my opinion, that's fraud. Yes. Well, okay. Just saying. What is that in there? That doesn't make any sense. Is that why things suddenly just become so distorted and they already, what is it? They find ways around 10 simple rules so they don't have to follow them. Done. That's what I see. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm reading. Right? Yet, again, the initial guidance given actually from God, really, when it comes down to it, then given to the messenger, right, here on earth that can receive it, then the messenger gives that, again, to all the clients. Did they get it right? Did it really come out right? I can hear what's right in there. The plea again from God is, don't abandon anyone due to hardship, right? And take care of them. Modesty in brawls. If, when two men are fighting, the wife of one intervenes to protect her husband from the other's blows by reaching out and seizing the other by his private parts, you must cut off her hand and show no pity. What the heck were they doing at that time already? It would never occur to me as a woman to step between two guys who have come to blows and go and grab the privates of the opponent. What's that going to do? Stop the fight? Okay, what is this? Oh, and then cut off her hand. Oh, okay. Well, again, what does that mean? As a woman, you got the holy place of one man. Don't go after any other man. So it's kind of the first time where it comes into place where, okay, kind of in an odd way though, right? Where women are told, you don't get to do that. You don't get to do that either. Right? Yes? Okay, interestingly enough, okay, all right, we're not going to go there. I could talk more about this. But okay, is this again some kind of a humor? Well, okay, all right. Who the heck would do that? I have no idea who would do that. It even, to me, when the guys, it seems to be a big thing with guys, right? With girls now too, when they're dancing or this or that to grab the crotch, and it's like their holy place, right? And I wonder, okay, what's that all about? Or do you have an itch? Every time, to me, it is very comical, yeah, and not necessarily. Okay, well, if you need to do that openly to make your dance routine or your singing, I'm not sure how that elevates any of that. But if you need to do that, or comedians who do the same thing, I've seen that. So it's like, okay, you got nothing better. That's what you got, because that's everybody's going to notice. Right? You ever noticed? Everybody's going to notice that, right? Yes, yeah. Isn't it true? So I must assume that they all have some kind of a problem with their private parts, with their holy place, and they can't stay off grabbing those parts, during what, a few minutes of singing or dancing. That's really sad. Oh, it's just part of the routine. Yeah, okay, I'm just saying what it looks like to me, right? And Again, if it were just, well, it's no different than, grabbing your arm while you're dancing. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, do, 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 and this to that. Yes? Yeah? Yeah, I'm sorry. I have no doubt that the insinuation of them doing that, grabbing their private parts during, as I said, a performance or whatever, is not the same thing as the arm, the legs, the head. Absolutely not. It has a distinct purpose when they do that. Yes? It's kind of sad to me, but it is what it is. Appendices. You must not keep two different weights in your bag. One heavy, one light. No. You must not keep two different measures in your house. One large, one small. You must keep one weight full and accurate, so that you may have long life in the country given you by Yahweh your God. For anyone who does things of this kind and acts dishonestly is detestable to Yahweh your God. Fraud. No need to say more. Remember how Amalek treated you when you were on your way out of Egypt. He met you on your way, and after you had gone by, he fell on you from the rear and cut off the stragglers. Oh! When you were faint and weary, he had no fear of God. When Yahweh your God has granted you peace from all the enemies surrounding you in the country given you by Yahweh your God to own as your heritage, you must blot out the memory of Amalek under heaven. Do not forget. Hi. Oh, you're so wet. That's the end of 25. No, Jake. Okay, Jake. Okay. Yes, good boy. I'm sure glad I'm still wearing the clothes from yesterday. They'll be ready for the wash tonight now. All of them. You got my pants, my shirt, and my overshirt. Uh-huh. Stragglers on the rear. Who could they be? Again, it seems like this whole Deuteronomy 25 is all about what? When it comes down to it. All about what? About what I just talked about before I started. Exactly. Here we go again. Hey, guys, I don't know how you do it, but you do it every time. That's because what? Answer came straight. Because you listen. You contemplate and you listen. And you want to give the best out there. Even when I do come around across a little rough. And a little rough and heartless. Am I really heartless? Or do I just care so much about the world out there, about mankind? That I have to give you the absolute and total truth. That I will not lie to you just to make you feel better. That I will not tone things down. So that then the excuses out there can still stand. Because, yes. To finish up, and you give absolute and total love to your children. The ones you bear, the ones you take care of, and even if they're not yours, when you give, when you learn to give 100% love as a parent, eventually you will get 100% love back. It is so worth it. And as I said, it doesn't stop here in the physical. It continues on in spirit world. So even if you have, as a parent, already lost a child, it's not lost to you and never will be. So listen and tune in. And you'd be amazed on what your children, have already passed on. You're still here. Right? Maybe amazed on what you had given them, on their path of life in the physical and into the spiritual, and what they're doing in spirit world. The amazing output of love and giving and willingness to help restore. Yes, human beings. It's amazing. Just amazing. Yes, so it doesn't end. It doesn't end. Anyway, so there it is. That's all I have to share this morning. Got to feed the boys before. They're all in there. I bet they're on the table. God's love and blessings always. May He protect you, and I will talk to you all another time.